Hello, Source Nation, SRN-TV. This is Myra McKnight with Can We Talk? And I try to bring you people that are fun, enlightening. I'm not a boring person, and I don't like boring people. And I like people that are excited and when you call, they got something good to say. Their vibe is exciting, and they transmit back and forth to you. And even people that you don't know, even people that you might have just met the first time, it's not about that. It's about that energy that those people have. This is kind of say, whoa, we can talk all day, or we got something going on. It's kind of like that fire and fire click together. And today I have an amazing guest. She's an author. She's also a coach, and she has an event that is free, that is going to be on a webinar platform, so to speak. And the name of it is You Ask, Good Men Answered. And that's going to be on August 6th. So that's not too long from now. So, get your skinnies together and get your friends together, because you ladies know, the ladies I'm talking out there, you guys know, y'all just want so many answers to men. Y'all just want the men to answer all the questions for you. So Suzette has them for you, and she is here in the studio with me. Hello, Suzette. How are you, my dear?
Hello, Myra. I am doing fantastic, and I'm so excited to be talking to you today.
Awesome. I'm excited to be talking to you, because I didn't know about this until I had invited you, and I looked on your website. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get her on the show, because I do know people. There are a lot of women that need that. I guess we're always searching.
Yes.
We're always looking.
Yes.
And we're always trying to find, is this right? Is that right? Should I do this? Should I do that? Kind of things, and to have a plethora of information out there for us is an amazing thing. So I am going to stop, because I want you to tell us about the event.
Yes, the event is called You Ask, Good Men Answered. Okay. It's our 4th annual virtual summit.
Wow. 4 years.
Yes. It's been 4 years.
Oh,
and Myra, it started out just as an idea.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a summit in my mind.
Yeah.
There were some women that had come together. We were working on ourselves. When women past a certain age, they have, bumped our heads doing relationships.
Absolutely.
And still had some of that stuff.
Absolutely.
In us that was manifesting as mistrust and lack of confidence.
Yeah.
And victimization and being afraid and all these different things. And we're like, well, wait a minute, we're in our late 30s, 40s, 50s.
Absolutely.
It's time for us to stop making excuses.
Right.
And let's get real.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Let's get real about our relationships, our contribution.
Right. Absolutely.
To it.
Absolutely.
And take our power back.
Yes.
Give ourselves some closure.
Absolutely. I like that. Power. And
yes.
We have so much power.
We do.
It's sitting on the shelf and it's getting dust on it, because we don't use the power that God gave us, actually, as a woman. And we all possess that. Yes. But we just don't want to, I think sometimes women, what we do is we make ourselves smaller, because we do not want to, boom, we're like, bam. You have that wow factor as a woman, but you always want to dumb it down. Why is that?
And what's so sad about it is what we've taken instead is a counterfeit.
Oh my God, yeah.
We think that we're lacking. We think that we're not enough. Right. And so for many of us, though we have dreams and purposes that are wonderful, many of us are trying to compensate for what we feel like is missing by going after success, going after a dream.
Absolutely.
Or finding Mr. Right to validate us.
Yeah, and that's not working out too well for many women.
No,
it's not a slight against the men. It's just that, and I was thinking today, I said, it's not that our expectations are too high. I believe is that we have misplaced expectations. They're not the expectations of priority. It's kind of like one lady said, well, it's a no-brainer or it's a deal breaker if he doesn't eat at the table with you. Now, come on, that's an expectation, but that's kind of misplaced there. And your expectations, yeah, you should go for those, but, and they are all valid.
Yes.
But are they vital?
Yeah, and are they relevant to where you are now? So many of us are still trying to make good on something that happened a long time ago.
Right.
And we've grown.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time has passed. Our interests have passed.
Absolutely.
So many things in our lives have changed.
Absolutely.
And so part of me putting together this summit is to help women to really get very clear about where they are now.
Right.
What they possess.
Right.
What they want. And most of all, to know they can have it.
Absolutely.
They can have it.
Absolutely.
And so we're helping women to get down to the real. And I always say this, Myra, I believe if you have questions about men, you need to ask a man.
Now, I'm glad you said that, because I've always said, and the opposite, I've always said, if you have questions about women, ask a woman.
Exactly.
Nobody can ever, we have books that men write taken away from none of the men authors.
Right.
But they cannot even begin to depict the autonomy of a woman. They just can't.
Yeah, and if they are good at it, a woman had to help them.
Oh, you know that.
They didn't just come out.
She wrote a whole damn grand book.
They are beautiful. I love men, but they didn't come up with this one. It took a woman.
She's getting the credit for it, but she wrote the book.
Yes. And so like I said, it started with these few women. It's like 6 women, and we got real with ourselves. And got real. One of the things that we had to care from was the fact that maybe a man did hurt us in the past, but we're responsible for the days, the weeks, the months, the years that we've carried this stuff and did not get healed from it.
Absolutely.
We can't blame them for that.
No, you cannot.
And so we decided we would come together and work on doing what we needed to do to heal and to hit the reset button.
Absolutely.
So that we were free, clear, open, willing, and available.
Absolutely. Definitely available. Because those kind of things in the back stops a woman from moving forward. And she's the only one that's in that position because he has truly gone on. And he has truly moved the ball, and he's truly gone into another door and not thinking much about the relationship or what happened. And in some cases, some of the men that come into my office, what they're doing is they want to get better.
Yes.
And don't want to repeat what they did before. But then they have some women, there are some women, as you said, too, in certain age groups, 35 plus, that are still sitting on that same stoop.
Still sitting.
They're still there.
Still blaming John Doe for the reason they are where they are.
Absolutely.
Today.
Absolutely.
And my thing is, yes, but your heart belongs to you.
Absolutely.
And many of us can't move on because we've left our heart with the person that hurt us. But I said, with the person that hurt us doesn't deserve your heart.
Absolutely.
And he wasn't designed to keep your heart.
Absolutely.
Take your heart back.
Absolutely.
Take responsibility for it. Take it someplace where you can really get healed and get free to move on with your life.
Right. Absolutely. So what is the summit going to be? How is it going to be? Well, I should say, who should come to the summit?
Oh my goodness. At first, it was specifically for high achieving women over 30.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, I had to broaden that because the very first year, the first person that registered was a guy.
Ah.
And I have found that over these years of doing the summit, that not only has it resonated with women, it's resonated with men that want to get better and want to get more clear. It's resonated with couples.
Absolutely.
who want to understand and have the conversations that really matter, so they can really understand each other. Because a lot of us are trying to get men to the altar, but then what happens afterward? You still have to have a relationship.
Absolutely.
So the more you can understand about the context and the culture of a man, his language, what he's really saying, then the more enlightenment you have to your own.
Absolutely. That is so true. And it makes me think about a lot of the times, what I've implemented the last couple of years is that it takes a better person to be a better partner. And if you're just going just to be a partner, you're going to lose the battle, because there's some things about you as you continue to evolve that you need to address, or you need to tweak, or you need to move out the way, or some of that sort. So what I find myself doing is, let's talk about you first. That's not come in and say, let's get this marriage together. Let's see how he feels and how she feels, because we are two different people. We really are.
All day long. All day long.
All day long. And that's never going to change. We are, when couples are married, they're married and they come together as one, but not always is your life going to be about one.
Yeah.
The two of you, it's going to be about the one of you, that of you, which is yours. And it's hard now. You have to kind of dissect relationships more than just jump into relationships. So
exactly. And that's why our theme for this year is the maturing relationship.
Oh, okay. Good.
From needing to nurturing. Because a lot of us want relationships because we need.
Yeah.
We need validation. We need this. We need this new man to be different than the old man.
Right.
We need payback, pretty much. For all the suffering and the pain and whatever we went through. We need somebody to love us. We need somebody to see us. We need to matter to somebody.
Right.
But as you stay on that needy side of things, you don't see yourself as a contributor.
Right.
Yourself as being responsible to help nurture this organism called a relationship that the two of you are creating.
Right, absolutely. And honestly, those relationships, there's something that we need as human beings, but they truly are a choice.
Right.
And so how do you choose to walk into something that's not going to be beneficial to the needs of yourself?
And that's why I have the men answering the questions. Those burning questions that women talk to their girlfriends about.
Right.
That women secretly cry into their pillows about.
Absolutely.
Let's find out what's really going on. And so these 14 men, it's 14 men from different backgrounds, different races, from all over the country.
Awesome.
Coming together to talk about men and dating and relationships. But what I love the most about them, although they're different, they do agree on this one thing. They want women to succeed in relationships. So they give the truth. They have different ways of delivering it, but honestly give truth. And what makes this summit unique, Myra, is not only do we have male relationship experts, but we also have good men, regular men.
Just regular guys,
So because let's face it, 9 times out of 10, most of us are not going to be in committed long-term or marriage relationships with relationship experts.
That's true. That's true.
Sometimes the good man, the man for you, is the man you pass going down the grocery aisle.
Right.
You don't know how to recognize him.
Right. Absolutely. And that's the putting that together is amazing. And what I like to see is that what I have found in my practice is this. One thing about us as women, we don't listen. And that's just being real. And that's telling the truth. Don't listen. Because, and I say to my ladies, when that man tells you something that concerns him or bothers him, you listen. You take heart to what he's saying. Maybe you have to tweak some things. Maybe you have to do some things. But I find, where a lot of women just pass it by. Oh, he don't know. That's just not me. I've been through that. You know, there's no big deal. And
or they think, even though they don't use these words, but their actions are, oh, I can change that. I can fix that. You know, God tells you, you know, I was hurt really bad. So I've done the marriage thing, or I'm not the marrying kind. She thinks, oh, but he hasn't met me yet.
Absolutely. You have a special kind of portion of something that like none of us have, like his past have had, that you can whip him into shape and batter him up, and he is voila.
Or you can love him right. You can give him what that other woman could not.
Yeah, you can give him
yourself 1, 2, 5 years into this relationship, wanting to be married or wanting something more, but have accepted something less, and then blame him for it. But then it's like, wait a minute, didn't he tell you?
He told you. He told you. Well, my Angelo says, when people show you who they are, believe them.
Believe them. Yes.
I told you, and you are not listening. Whether, you know, and I think it's kind of whether you listen for the good or you listen for the bad. You just gotta listen, because he might be telling you something that he needs, or he might be telling you something that he's going to do. Exactly. And either way, you can't change either one of that unless he's willing to make that change. But you gotta at least listen.
Listen, and there's no harm in it. I think for a lot of us, especially as high achieving women who have been graded and defined by our performance, it's hard for us to listen because we think it's them telling us we're not performing well. Yeah. So if we do things differently, we'll get what we want.
Right. Because we'll know how to perform.
The thing about it is we have to listen from a point of knowing who we are first, and knowing what would make us thrive in the relationship.
Absolutely.
Because you teach people how to treat you. And if the guy doesn't know, I've heard women say, you know, but I told him. Yeah, but your behavior discounted what you told him.
Absolutely.
Because you accepted less.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the way you told him.
Yes.
How did you tell him? You know, did you say it as you're walking past? Did you say it when you're angry? Did you say it when you're frustration? He says, well, I just want you to do this. No, you want him to do more than just that. So, but then if you don't know what you want, you can't expect him to know what you want, because men are not in the business of reading your mind at all.
They can't do it.
They can't. They're incapable of reading your mind, because we are so complex. We are just like a Christmas tree with the lights just flashing, and you want this man to read your mind, and that's frustrating to me. I work very hard, and I you know, my husband is always knows it's one of two things. He's good. I don't try to push or shove too much on him about me and my days. I have to kind of do my self-talk with me and say, okay, Myra, okay, this is where you're feeling. Okay, me, you, and you, we're going to deal with this.
Me, you, and you, I love that.
We all going to deal with this one little thing, and then we'll streamline it, and then I'll give it to him. Because he can't chew all of that. He can't process it.
Exactly. And it's something someone said that was so wonderful. They said, take, for example, a man that says, I'm going to bed. When a man says he's going to bed, he walks to the bed, gets in it, and goes to bed.
Yes, yes.
If a woman says, okay, baby, I'm going to bed too.
Yeah.
It means, oh, after I do that, and I'm going to turn this off, and I got to
before I go to bed.
That text, and I need to put those clothes on the wash, and I got to do that, and then I'm going to bed.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then you're mad at him because he's snoring and he needs a light sleep. And I heard that with Joyce. I think it was Joyce Myers that said that. And then you're mad because you did all of these things, and I've been there. I've done that. I've come home from work and started cooking. My husband, and he'll sit down or get a beer or he'll take a nap. And I'm thinking, I can't be mad at him because he says, well, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, is that easy? Yes. So
And I just love it because the beautiful thing too about the summit is it starts that kind of conversation.
yes, yes.
You know, and a lot of times we can hear it better sometimes
Yes.
when it comes from somebody else.
Right, right.
And
Absolutely.
it opens us up so that we know our husband or our wife isn't just picking on us.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute, there's I can think more broadly now. Now I have more capacity to really entertain
Right.
this
Absolutely.
with you, and we
Absolutely.
can have a substantive conversation because that's the real mission.
Right.
It's not a how to or should I. You know, it's not a how to get a man to do what you want to do in 5 easy steps. It's not that. And it's not a, well, should I let him know that I have 10 children already? You know, it's not any of those things. I feel like if we get down to the truth of who we are and the truth of what we need.
Absolutely. That's important.
Then we know how to invite a man
Right.
in a way that we're comfortable,
Right.
in a way that's authentic,
Right.
in a way that is real.
Right.
And that's what I want because you know, there's some people that see what's happening in the world and happening with relationships as being something really, really bad. We should be concerned, all of these divorces, so many people hurt, this happening, you know. But I look at it as an opportunity for our ability to relate, to catch up with the evolution that's happening.
Absolutely. And what you're saying is amazing, and it's phenomenal, and we need that.
Yeah.
I find in what I do with couples and with women is that, you know, when you get to a certain point in your life, you know, it is real that the 40, 50-year marriages are just not there unless we are willing to put the work in to produce that kind of outcome. If we are going to continue just, I want to be a beautiful bride, I want to get married, the church says I should get married, I just want to have sex, then you are setting yourself up for failure within this partnership. Because it just doesn't work that way anymore, where you can just be the wife and stay at home and sit on your laurels, and then he's the outstanding man that's going to just go to work and come home. There are too many hanging fruits. There are too many landmines. There are too much social media. There's too much that pulls an individual away from their commitment to each other.
And it's causing us to have something more substantive to hang our commitment on than economy.
Absolutely. It's got to be a lot more than that.
Exactly. So it's causing us to have to grow.
Right.
It's causing us to have to get real.
Right.
It's causing us to have to get healed.
Right. Absolutely.
So that we can come to the table with something to offer. And it's also helping us to really start to be more intentional about who we allow into our intimate space and who we can actually thrive with and be at peace with. I told somebody at peace, P-E-A-C-E, not in pieces with, P-I-E-C-E, because we want peace. We want the first. We want somebody we can be at peace with.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's self-development. And that's what we didn't do. They didn't do back in the days. And nobody told us how to be in a relationship. So you didn't know. When you know better, you do better. But they did not have a self-development component because at that point, that wasn't what was needed. But today, to enter into a relationship, any kind of relationship, you have to have some type of personal development. You have to work on you on a continuous everyday process and have a connection with yourself so that because you're angry, you don't lash out at your partner. Because you're having a bad day, you know, and then you decide, I'm not going to tell you how I feel. You're supposed to know. You're a man. You're supposed to know. You're a woman. You're supposed to know. No one has a crystal ball on top of their head at all.
Exactly. And what these men, one of the lies that these men really call into question, for a lot of us women, we feel like, well, we're working on ourselves and men are just doing what they always do.
Right.
Au contraire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Men are working on themselves. And
don't.
if we're not careful,
Absolutely.
ladies over 30, over 40, over 50, and even
Right.
some over 60,
Yeah.
if we're not careful, the script will flip.
Absolutely.
Where men are more heart connected.
Yeah.
Men are more emotionally available, and we're the ones cut off.
Absolutely.
From our emotions.
Absolutely.
We're the ones
Yeah.
that are hard to reach. We're
Right.
the ones
Right.
that don't know how to be intimate.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
It's a time where we can both be running in the same direction.
Right. And that's what you have to look at. And that's that self-development piece. And that's why you have to work on you and know when you are ready to enter into that space. And then you know that he's ready or she's ready to enter into that space, and that's where being on the same plane, unequally yoked, whatever you want to call it, that makes a big difference. And you're absolutely right. I believe, Suzette, that men have always worked on themselves. I believe that the needs of a man has always come first in relationships. And when men want what they want and need what they need, they just get what they want and get what they need. They don't talk about it. They don't have a conversation about it. And if that doesn't, now the way they might do it might be incorrect and it's hurtful. But when a man does not, because in real truth, honest life, men don't stick and stay like a woman would stick and stay. They just don't.
Yeah.
If it comes down to, certain situations, a woman would pick up a man that doesn't have much of anything, and she'll dust him off, clean him off, pat him up, and make him, wow, brand new. A man is not going to pick women up in most cases like that.
Yeah.
He's not going to bring you in, and that doesn't mean that he's a bad man.
Not at all.
Not at all. It means that's his choice.
And it means that we have to understand how men are wired.
They are wired that way.
They're wired that way. But the thing about it, it doesn't mean the wiring needs to change. It just means we need to find out what it is that we possess.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That can help bridge that, because most of the men that I've talked to will agree that they are where they are because of a woman in their lives.
Absolutely.
She either held them accountable, because if a man wants you, he will do what you tell him that you need to do.
Absolutely.
So she held him accountable. She held to her standard. And because he wanted her so badly, he raised his game. That's the power we women have. Something that Steve Harvey said that I'm inclined to agree. He said, a man won't change for just any woman, but he will change for the right woman.
For the right one. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So my thing to ladies is, don't take it as something is wrong with me because this guy won't change. It just means maybe you're using all those wonderful resources on the wrong guy.
On the wrong guy. Absolutely. And that happens a lot. It happens a lot. And we don't use what we possess. A lot of times we're trying to find out what we can do to make him work, or to make him happy, or to make it work with him. I believe that what women should do is find out what you need to do for you.
For you.
To make you happy, what works for you. And when you're able to do that, then you can venture out, because he needs to know how you feel, and you need to know how to tell him how you feel. But women, for a long time, Suzette, the goal has been, how do I get a man, catch a man, keep a man? How do I do that to satisfy him?
Exactly.
It doesn't take a lot for a man. He's very simple.
Very simple. And the thing that I love about the summit is, after a woman has worked on herself, then these guys are saying, listen, we're going to help you to recognize some suitability and compatibility. Because we realize that as you get older, Your time is precious.
It is very precious.
And you don't want to waste, you don't have as many do-overs left in you.
Right. Absolutely.
So let us help you by telling you who we are, by telling you what you possess that maybe you don't even know.
Right. That's true.
So that we can help you to be successful
in your relationship
and increase the likelihood that you will thrive in your relationships. And that's why I am so excited.
So the guys are going to actually talk, they're going to pull some women out of the audience there and develop a relationship or answer questions, or how is that done?
The way it happens is I interview them.
Okay.
I interview them and I ask them specific questions around their area of expertise or what they have experienced.
Okay.
I bring out of them answers that help women to understand how they got there, what they had to go through.
Okay.
But the first one, I did poll women and I asked specific questions.
Okay.
But then as the summit continued, I realized, wait a minute, we're still on level 1. We're still on this level of, why did he do that? How can I get him? How do I do this? I'm like, wait, that's high school level. We're past the age of 30 now. We have lived life some.
You should know something.
We are purpose-driven women now.
Right.
We are, we are more evolved in our thinking and our pursuits and in our knowledge of who we are. And we need to raise the conversation.
Absolutely.
And so with this one, I concentrated more on maturing, grown up conversation.
Right.
High level. Conversation. And
true.
so I interviewed these men and asked different questions, listened to what they said, and brought out of them what I know we women want to hear, want to know, and bringing a context to it. Because, men speak in a way that they communicate and they're straightforward. But I know all the hoops that our minds go through.
Yes.
So in my interviewing them, I kind of bring a lot of that out so that the women can really hear it in their language.
Absolutely.
And get the truths and the wisdom that these men are imparting. And also what I'm doing this year that's a little different.
Okay.
Is every Saturday, I think I started about 90 days ago. Well, I'll say 2 months ago, because we're about a month from the summit. 2 months ago, I shifted having Facebook Lives, broadcasting them from our You Ask Good Men Answered Facebook page. Okay. And what the goal was to start, getting into the nooks and crannies of our thought life, of our mindset, so that we could open up a space that when these men tell us the truth, we can actually hear it. Right. And we can actually receive it. Absolutely. So we've been having those kind of conversations that women, we think about, we have with our girlfriends, and going deeper underneath the veneer of it to get down to the real reason, the real thing, and getting honest with ourselves. Absolutely. So that when these women attend the summit, they have even more capacity. Okay. To really hear.
They have the mindset.
Yeah, in a new way, not bringing that old mind. Because if you bring that old mindset in, you're going to hear things the same way you've always heard them. Absolutely. And so I realized that more work had to be done. Yeah. And so every Saturday morning, I've been having those conversations where we go grown folk deep. Absolutely. And that's what it takes. You got to be real. You can't just minimize what's real, because that's what we need. We all need that, because that's what's happening in life. Real life is going on, whether we want to admit it within ourselves or not. And then a lot of times it's hard for people to look in the mirror. And that's another project that women have to be okay being by themselves. They have to be okay being able to look in the mirror, and they have to be okay, accepting a broader mindset of operation, being able to just know who you are, and be okay with that. Don't just be stuck in one door.
Because
Yeah.
that door might not be the one that's going to heal you.
Exactly. And one of the things that I thought about too, for those that are listening that might have come to the previous summits, to continue to come to them. Because one of the things that the revelation I got was when I was eating. And I was eating breakfast and eating, and the revelation I got was once you eat one time and you get satisfied, doesn't mean you never need to eat again.
That's true. That's true.
So the way that you continue to grow and to thrive and to stay healthy is you keep eating. Right. And you don't always wait till you're hungry to eat, because if you wait till you're hungry to eat, you'll eat too much.
Yeah.
So, but you realize, okay, I need at least 3 meals a day or 6 small meals. I time them, and I know with my own body, when I time them and I eat them consistently, I feel great.
You feel good, right?
But when I become kind of fragmented, or I might skip lunch today and I have a late dinner and I do this, my body starts acting really weird.
Right.
And so I had to learn it was the consistency in me eating consistently. And so I say to the people who are listening, just because you might have attended a workshop or went or read a book or whatever, and got satisfied or got information, doesn't mean that you stop eating. You stop eating truth and insight, because all it does is it makes you more healthy.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what we need. It's a blessing that you're bringing this to the forefront for people, not just men, not just women, and not just couples, just for people. Because we all are suffering through something and going through something. And and it helps with all relationships. It doesn't just help with that intimate relationship. It helps with the husband, the wife, the sister, the mom, the dad, the job, because relationships are important. And
everything is relational.
Everything is important. Everything is relational. You see somebody at the gas station or you see somebody at the store, everything is relational. So what you're doing is amazing. It's free. You're giving away some nuggets that are amazing for everybody to be able to glean off of. So we're looking at August 6th. What time is it for, Suzette?
Well, what I'm going to do for those that register, every day at 12 noon Eastern time, they will get that day's list of speakers. And from there, they have 24 hours to listen as much as they want. And I did that specifically because I know people are listening from different time zones in different countries. So I wanted to give everybody access. And so they have 24 hours to listen for free. Then the next day they get at 12 noon Eastern time, the next day's roster. Same thing. And some people might say, well, what happens if I'm busy, I'm a busy woman, I might have missed the first 2 days. What do I do? I also have where they can purchase it. They can purchase the entire summit, listen whenever, wherever, when it's convenient for them. And I'm offering special not special summit pricing for those that decide to get it ahead of time, ahead of August 6th. Then I have special pricing for those the week of the summit. Then after the summit, the price goes back up.
So tell me, where do they go to get all of this information so that they can register and get in?
Go to www.goodmenanswered.com. There you have information about the summit. You have the form to register. We also are having pop-up giveaways leading up to the summit. It shows some of the winners of the pop-up giveaways, but only people that register are eligible for those pop-up giveaways. And they're very quality products from ladies, from entrepreneurs, from artisans. That, I mean, stuff that I want, and that was my prerequisite. If I want it, I know you'll want it.
You know you'll want it.
So that's the way it's going to be, and it's going to be the whole week from Monday, August 6th until Friday, August 10th. And I'm telling you, you do not want to miss it. It's one of those summits that people who have attended previously are excited about. And even the speakers themselves, whether they are featured this year or not, are excited about it.
Good.
So that lets you know we are all benefiting because we are all in relationship school.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody is.
Everybody is.
Well, I tell you, Suzette, it is going to be amazing. I know. I'm telling you, it's on my Facebook, and I'll keep hitting the share on the Facebook so that people in my virtual world can continue to see it and share it for other people that would be interested in. And I tell you, I love what you're doing and love what you're giving out and your fire and your power, and that's what we need. And we need it today, you know.
We do.
Last 25, 40 years took care of themselves, but there's a special kind of ingredient that we need today in order to maintain our healthy relationship. We got to have that.
I love that.
We're not going to have it. Yeah, we need this ingredient. We definitely do. So I want to thank you for being a part of my day today and allowing me to be in your space today. And I look forward to having you back on the show, and let's talk about what's happened after that and some of the other things that you're doing.
I'd love that.
Absolutely. It would be amazing. And I thank you, Suzette, again. Now, we got the email. How can they get in touch with you personally? Because you are a coach, and in case they need to talk to you on a personal basis.
Oh, wonderful. Actually, they can reach me at contact at Suzette R. Hinton. That's HINTON. .com. That's my email. The best, quickest way is on Facebook. I am always on Facebook.
You're always on there.
So if you look me up, Suzette Vearnon is my married name. So if you look me up, Suzette Vearnon, or just simply go to Good Men Answered. And we have a Facebook page there. I check the private messages there. So those are all ways you can get in contact with me. I can provide Myra with some links as well. I'd be happy to talk with people. Even during the summit, I'll be available. I'll be doing commentary because I'll be reacting just like all the rest of the people are. I've got some of the speakers lined up who are going to also be monitoring the Facebook page. So whatever questions get posted, you can get answers in real time. So I want this to be an experience, a positive experience where we all can grow.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And I know you are, and we will talk soon. I'll be seeing you on Facebook. And I thank you so very much for coming into the show today. I do. I appreciate your time tremendously. You have an amazing day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. There we have it. Source Nation TV Radio with Suzette, and she is doing a webinar that's going to be on August 6th. You asked, Good Men Answered. And I tell you, go to that website because I'm quite sure there's many people, men, women, and couples. You know, we love doing a microwavable, blendable kind of life now. So you got it right in your home. So, you know, there's really no reason not to get this information that she has given to you out of the goodness and the power in which she's been given to do that. So this is Myra McKnight with Can We Talk? And I will see you again next week with another powerful guest that's going to bring relevance and practicality to your life. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Blessings. Bye-bye.
Get at me for beats, yo.